Welcome to Network Your Way to an Abundant Business, even if you're terrified of networking. Hi, I'm Kate Steinbacher, one of the founders of the Coaches Console. Along with Melinda Cohen, we created the Coaches Console, which is a system for coaches and other service providers to actually run a real business. One of the things we know is in order to have a business, you have to have clients. So today I want to talk to you about how to use networking in order to build your business and build it fast. This is a 3-part program. This is session 1 today, and the other 2 sessions, each one builds upon the next. And I am so excited to have you here. Thanks for joining me. Let's get started. So, what will you learn in this 3-part series? Well, part 1 today is why networking is the fastest way to build your business from the ground up, no kidding. How you can make networking fun and profitable and do it fast, and the potential results you can expect from networking. You know, there's a lot more than you can imagine. It isn't just about getting clients. It's so much more than that. In part 2, we'll be talking about the 3 elevator pitch mistakes that keep you hating networking. I can't even say elevator pitch. I hate that word. We'll talk to you about how we like to call it later on. We'll also talk about the 6 elements required to craft an effective connection conversation. And that is actually what we like to call that other thing, a connection conversation, because that's truly what it does. In part 3, you will learn all about the blunders that most people make while networking, and of course, how to avoid them. Also, we'll teach you how to proactively prepare for your networking event. And finally, one of the most important steps, simple automated follow-up that gets results every time. By the end of this 3-part series, you will be an expert professional networker. You'll truly understand why you want to be a networker, how it can help you build your business, and the exact steps you need to take to be superb at it. So let me talk a little bit about what we'll cover just today. In this session, first you'll get to meet me, Kate Steinbacher, if you don't already know me, and figure out why you're listening to me. You'll learn how you can make networking fun and profitable and do it fast. It doesn't have to be a chore, I promise you. And I know there are many of you listening that the thought of networking gives you a stomach ache or something worse. You're also going to learn why it's one of the fastest ways to build your business. You can bring clients into your business more quickly with networking than almost any other method of marketing that I'm aware of. And finally, in this first part, we'll give you a great deal of information about the kind of results that you can expect from being a professional networker. And it isn't just about getting clients. It's way bigger than that. You're really going to love that part too. So, who am I? I'm Kate Steinbacher. That's me in the picture. And I'm a PCC with the International Coach Federation, one of the founders of the Coaches Console. I'm a consummate networker and entrepreneur. I created my business with networking, and I've helped many, many others do the same. I'm a catalyst for connection and fun. I love getting people together, whether it's for work or for supporting one another or just to have a great time. It's one of my gifts. I love adventures with friends and my husband, Tom. It's exciting, it's exhilarating, and it gives me the energy I need to do the other work that I do in my life. So here's a picture of me and my husband, just so you know we're real people, and my 2 dogs, Bailey in black and Lizzie. And on the left, you'll see my husband and I on the lower left. We've gone heli-skiing, love heli-skiing, great powder. It's such fun. And we've also river rafted the Colorado, along with lots of European trips and frankly, we've been pretty much all over the world and we love it. And again, I get to meet wonderful people and connect them, whether it's to me and what I do or to other people that I know. So there's another story about me. I, as I said, was I am a consummate networker. I can't help myself. I loved the connections that I was able to make, not only for me, but how I could connect other people to the services they need or the people they needed to meet or the product, whatever it might be. To me, connecting people is more exciting than even chocolate sometimes. I can't believe that's absolutely true, but I really do love it. The concept of being able to connect two people that can truly support one another in a beautiful way, whether it's me or not. Maybe money is exchanged, maybe it's not. That to me is brilliant, and it's the biggest part of networking and what I believe you're going to love as well. I was able to get to know so many folks that I've connected people from diverse groups, and I could see they had a real need for each other's support. I also thrive on the give and take of networking. I'm not a person who can stay home in my bunny slippers and wait for someone to call. I have to be in action. And while I was busy being in action, networking, my brain's out, as a matter of fact, and having so much fun, an amazing thing happened in my business. Yeah, I ended up with so many clients I couldn't handle all of the business myself. It is not an exaggeration. Within 18 months, through networking only, the only marketing thing I did, I had 30 paying clients. It's crazy, huh? Well, it could be you. I learned a ton about networking. And believe me, I've made all of the mistakes, many of them twice. And I learned some secrets to networking that has made all the difference in me, my business, and my business colleagues. A true win-win-win. So I'm here to tell you that I want to make sure that you don't have to make all the same mistakes that I did. If you're looking for something that's hard work, this series is not for you, because I'm going to share all of my secrets with each of you, and I do not believe in reinventing the wheel or hard work. Even now, fast forward 13 years later than when I first started my business, networking is still serving me. And yes, it's in a different way. But now my ability to connect people with the service providers they need and want, even if those services aren't mine, has brought me and my business partner, Melinda Cohen, and the Coach's Console to the next highest level that we can be as business owners. A bunch of years ago, it's 11 now, Melinda, my business partner, and I started the Coach's Console. What we realized was that we had an awesome service for coaches, but we couldn't be all things to all people. So we started what we called Thursdays at 3 Business Success Call Series. This was Melinda's idea. She is so brilliant. 3 times a month, we brought on a call or webinar a colleague that we knew had a product that was amazing and that we were sure would be a huge benefit to our people in Coach's Console. I found Bill Barron, who has the Master of Enrollment system, and I did some due diligence and checked out his program, and I asked him if we could offer his stuff to our people. He said yes. I was thrilled. He is a big player in the industry, and he said yes to us. Well, not only was he so pleased with our result, he paid us a commission, so we made some money, and our people loved his work, and it made a huge difference in their business. And as a result, Melinda and I got invited to play with a group of the big players in the coaching industry. Oh my gosh, that is way more than just getting a client. We have worked with Michelle Shubnell. We work with Christian Michelson. We work with Gina Gabellini and so many others. They're our joint venture partners now, all because we started networking. Well, not all because we started networking. Melinda, my business partner and our director of magic and head geek, Koosman, would kill me. But networking has made a huge difference in our business, and it can for you too. Today, we're in the 7-figure league, and we're surprised and delighted. And of course, we are so thrilled to be able to be there because it's that many more people we can help. And networking was a big part of how we've gotten there. So, in this 3-part series, I'm going to share with you everything I've learned without the pain, mostly. So stick with me today and in the next 2 sessions because we'll move through everything you need to be truly successful as a networker, and you'll also be able to learn and enjoy the process and the doing of it. You might even end up loving it like I do. Maybe that's a little too far, but let's give it a try. So not only is it fun, but the benefits it will bring to your bottom line and your big heart as well is something that you can't even imagine. So I'll share all of this great information with you, and you will end up getting clients, and it'll allow you to have fun in the process. So let's get started. Let's start with the thoughts of a terrified networker. Whether you are a terrified networker or not, you chose to be here to learn about this. So let's think about it. And I'd like you to write down some of your thoughts right now. Grab yourself a pen and some paper and write down some of your thoughts about networking. How you felt about it the first time you've done it, or maybe you've never even tried it because it scares you. What are your fears? What are you worried about? Here's some thoughts for you. Networking, yuck. It's just a bunch of pushy salespeople, and that's not for me. I know lots of people that feel that way about it. And you're right, there are some pushy salespeople in the world of networking, but those aren't the people you have to play with. How about this one? I'm sure they won't understand what I do, and why would anyone care? You know, we often downplay what we do as coaches or authors or speakers or consultants. We're not sure that what we do is as important as others. Well, it's very important, and in some cases more important, and in some cases it's the first thing that has to be done before they can do other things. And I understand that fear. Here's another one I've heard. I'm sure I'll choke and not know what to say. I'm afraid they will think what I do is weird and they won't take me seriously. I get it. It's hard. You've got to know what to say. And stick with me. In lesson 2 of this program, I'm going to teach you exactly what to say, and you will walk away from that session with the exact words for you so that it'll work every time. Okay, here's another one. Even if I wanted to network, where would I possibly find a networking group in my area? Well, folks, you'd be surprised. There are so many different networking groups out there, and there's definitely one for you. And you want to find one that really fits with who you are. Business Networking International, BNI, is a wonderful organization. They're all over the world. They do networking, and that's a weekly networking program. There's also tips groups and meetup groups, and of course the Chamber of Commerce. There's one in every community. All of those are potentials. The easiest way to find a networking group is to Google it in your area. Google a networking group. Find out what it's about. Polkadot is one just for women. So don't stop before you've started, is what I'd like to say to you. Let's see, we've got your fears now. I'm going to keep going for you a little bit here. And I told you I'd tell you that it's the fastest and easiest way to build your business, okay? Not only do I believe that, I also believe it's one of the best ways for solopreneurs like most coaches, authors, speakers, consultants to build our businesses. And I'll tell you why. I'm guessing you're someone who cares deeply and wants to create positive change in the world around you. Yes? Am I right? Is that you? I'm guessing that's true, or you wouldn't have written a transformational book or want to write one, or you wouldn't be a coach, or you wouldn't be a speaker, or you wouldn't be a consultant. Would you do those things if you didn't care about people as well? All right, folks, I want you to take a big step now. I want you to own your big heart. Because guess what? Most of us are like this. We love to help and serve people. We can't help it. We're all about helping people to not have to go through the pains we've gone through or do things the hard way, or at least we want them to be able to learn from our mistakes. That's why I've created this 3-part networking program. I don't want you to have to go through the same mistakes that I did. I want you to be able to breeze through networking and make it work for you and your business like you could never imagine. I guess most of us figure we can't do it with our kids because they don't listen. So maybe grown-ups will listen. Maybe. So if you count yourself in the category of folks that want to help people, be of service in some way to people, and create connections with people, then there's not a better way to market your business than networking. Because those things that you love to do are what real professional networking is all about. I don't care what you've bumped into up until now. You may have met the sleaziest and the worst possible sales type people through networking. But I'm here to tell you that there are groups of people out there that are awesome and will have the same kind of mindset that you do. All right. This is one of the fun parts. Today I get to mess with your head. I want us to take a look at what I'm saying and what you're thinking, because this is huge. This is so important. So I'm talking to you about how to network productively, and you're saying, I'm terrified of networking. I'm saying how to create a cool elevator speech, and you're thinking, it's sleazy, I hate it. I'm saying mistakes to avoid when networking, and you're thinking, I can never do this. I'm saying networking is how to build a business, and you're thinking, she is full of baloney. I get it, and I get why that's true for you. But I'm going to mess with your head today in a good way. Just a paradigm switch is all I'm asking for. Nothing weird, I promise. You see, if I went right into how to network well and what to do to have the coolest elevator speech ever and the mistakes not to make and what to do instead and all of that, and you were thinking the whole time, I hate networking. I'm terrified of networking. It's sleazy. It's not for me. I can never do this. That woman is full of baloney. Well, if you were thinking all those things while I was trying to teach you, you wouldn't learn anything, would you? It would be a waste of your time. Am I right? Probably so. So that's why I want to first talk to you about making this thought paradigm shift. I want you to adopt a new thought around networking. Just give it a try for me, okay? You've written down already all of the fears and thoughts you had about networking, why it's not good, why it's not for you, etc. I hope you've already written that down. Great. Now let's kind of turn the tables a little bit, okay? So what I'm wanting you to begin to think is, instead of networking is sleazy and horrible and all of the things that you think it is, I want you to switch to networking is serving. Networking is serving. Because the truth is, the number one reason why you want to network is it's through networking that you get to connect with others that need support and services and truly help them discover the right people and services they need. And those services will move them ahead in their lives and their businesses. Networking allows you to serve, and the beauty of it is you also get to be served. And when you're networking, you tap into some of your greatest gifts. It's who we are as authors, coaches, and speakers. We're givers, often to a fault. Are you not? Do you not first jump to help someone else before you even do your own work? Think about it. There is no other marketing technique out there that I know of that allows us to truly give and receive in equal measure, other than networking. And of course, we're talking about networking done well. It's about giving and receiving. Give and take, you may want to say. Or Melinda always says the law of reciprocity. Or BNI, Business Networking International, always says givers gain. If it's not give and take, If it's not the law of reciprocity, then it's not networking done well. And I'm teaching you about how to do it well. Okay, hang with me and let's go over the second reason why you want to network. And this might seem a little silly, but networking is not really about getting clients. Clients happen to be a great byproduct of networking. Networking, if it's done well and professionally, is rewarding and fun. It's really about connecting people and supporting people, the things we love to do most. So through networking, you get to do your heart's desire and you get to win by getting clients. So networking is not sleazy. Networking is about serving. Okay, when we talk about networking, what it really is, okay? Professional networking, it's about listening deeply, about consistent connections. It's about getting out of the house and out of your bunny slippers and getting to be with interesting adults rather than sitting at home. It's about getting to know other entrepreneurs and learning how to support them. Networking is about helping others learn who you are and how they can support you. And it's about being on the sales team of each member of your networking group and creating a sales team for your business. It's all about give and take. Now, aren't all of these things that you love to do and do well? Well, I'll say at least the first four. Aren't they things you love to do and do well? The sales team part? Okay, I'll help teach you how to do that. No worries. But I'll bet the first four are things you love to do and are very good at. With that being said, okay, one of the best ways that you can make networking fun, profitable, and do it fast is what? CYA. Have you heard of that acronym before? You know what that is, right? Write it down if you know what it is. What is it? I wouldn't say something like that. Networking is CYA. Choose your attitude. And as you all know, I'm actually preaching to the choir here. I understand that. Everything begins with attitude. And so it's also true with your networking attitude. The reason most folks are terrified about networking is they think it's all about them. I'm sorry to tell you, but it is not about you. Now, we just agreed that we're a group of people that loves to serve, support, and give, right? You're included in that. Well, if networking is not about you, then who is networking about? It's really about them. And when it's about them, isn't it easier to think about getting out there and supporting others? Can you choose a networking attitude that's all about supporting, giving, and connecting? And then, yeah, you have to sprinkle in some, hey, I want you to know who I am and who I love to serve as well. Okay, you got that pen and paper? Write down now the kind of attitude that you might adopt. Here's your paradigm shift. What attitude can you adopt about networking as a service? Write it down now. I'll share mine with you while you're writing. My attitude when networking is who can I connect with whom, and holy wow, what can we create? To me, it's all about connecting the dots. Oh my gosh. And the other part that I love thinking about in networking is there's so many cool ways people serve others. I have learned about the textile industry, the cement industry, insurance, real estate. Just by networking and being of service, I've learned about all of these different industries. It's fascinating how people serve others. I get so excited when I think about networking that I get crazy. Now, if you can choose an attitude even close to what I just described, then you're already an awesome networker. Can you feel a little of the excitement of discovering some new people that you may be able to serve and who may even need what you have to offer? Can you feel a little bit? Couldn't it even be fun, maybe, to hang out with like-minded people who also want to serve? Come on, think about it. Okay, did you write down your new networking attitude that you're going to adopt? Make sure you've written it down because it's really important. Okay, let's move to the second way to make networking fun and profitable. Well, the second way is to locate a group of like-minded people with whom you'd love to spend time. People that you want to hang out with, people you want to share the people you know with, your mom, your dad, your friends, your colleagues, people that you're proud to know. You know, often your networking partners actually become your friends as well. It's certainly been true for me personally, and for Coaches Console, it's amazing. All those people I talked about that from our perspective when we first met them, it was like, wow, these are the big wigs in the industries. We're now friends. We care about each other. We support each other. We help each other grow our businesses. It's a whole different game. It's not about competition. It's not sleazy sales. It is fun, connection, and hanging with cool people. Now, it's very true. Not every networking group is going to be right for you. And there are many different kinds out there, as I talked about a little earlier. BNI, the Chamber of Commerce, you'll find lots of them by looking it up on Google. Asking people, asking colleagues in your community. And when you look around the room, I don't want you to look around the room and say, well, that person wouldn't hire me or that person wouldn't hire me, because that's not what it's about either. You may never get one of the people in your group to hire you. What will happen is they'll introduce you to people that they knew that will hire you. It isn't necessarily selling to the individuals in the group. That's where a lot of people go wrong. They walk into a networking room and they immediately try to sell themselves to the next person they see. Not what it's about. It's about meeting people, connecting with people, getting to know those people, and having them get to know you. So that when you go through that Rolodex, old word, sorry, when you go through your phone of contacts, you'll know, oh, Sally, she'd be a great match for John. She's looking for what John sells. That's what it's about. So finding a networking group that's going to be right for you. And you're going to have to visit a few of them. Actually, that's going to be one of the homework pieces I'll give you today. You'll have to visit them, check them out, talk to people, get to know who's in it. And you're looking for a group that has the majority of people that you can enjoy being with. Not every networker in your group is going to be someone that you're going to enjoy and that you'll be able to refer. It's just not the way it goes. Life isn't 100% all the time. So be aware that there are going to be people, and usually the people you meet very first time, they're the ones that stick their hand out first and say hello. Oftentimes those might be the pushy salespeople. They may be a wonderful person inviting you into the group, but they also could possibly be that person who's a little bit of a pushy salesperson. Give everybody some room to be who they are. Visit the group at least twice. Most networking groups allow you to visit twice. Make sure you collect business cards and make sure you connect with people one-on-one. When you hang out with a group of people you really enjoy, it makes all the difference in the world. You look forward to going to that networking event every single time because there's always going to be someone there you like. Okay. So your comfort zone is that little bowl there, and you're that fish, and you are ready to move on. You've made a change, a paradigm shift in your mind, and you're going to give networking a try, just a chance, okay? And I know it's a big change choosing to network and enjoy it. It will truly take you from playing small to playing a much bigger game. I swear it is a change worth making. And like anything worth doing, we want to make sure we do it well, right? You don't want to make all the mistakes the average person does. So starting out today, I'm going to give you 5 things that you must do to be a professional networker. The 5 actions are going to keep you from being icky and salesy, so people will love spending time with you, and it'll move you to a professional and serving networker, the kind of networker you want to be. Okay, here we go. A principled networker, someone who is truly out there to give, take, support, connect, that person, the first thing they do is they consistently attend the meetings of their group. You know, you've made a commitment to them, just as you expect your clients to make a commitment to their coaching. And you, as their coach, showing up is 90% of the game. If you go once or twice, there's no way you can get to know people. And it also kind of makes people think that you're not reliable. So if you're going to do it, be consistent, attend the meetings, get to every single one you can. That's number 1. Number 2, staying connected between meetings with what Melinda and I call one-on-ones. Now, a one-on-one is just that. It's meeting a person either for coffee or lunch. It can be on the phone or Skype. Skype is probably better because at least you see each other. But the concept of a one-on-one, and it's actually where the real magic of networking happens with these one-on-ones. The concept is this is how you truly get to know each member. You discover their needs, you have time to talk, you discover the gifts they have to share. And you can share with them who you are. You can teach them how to be the best salesperson for you. You'll learn whether they are the kind of person you can refer. And you'll learn if there's someone that you really feel good about sharing with your colleagues, your family, etc. You might meet a mortgage lender, and you might know someone in your community or your connection or your colleague group that's looking for a mortgage lender. Well, you're not going to recommend someone until you have a chance to sit down with them, meet them, understand who they are, how they work in the world, to make sure that their way of doing business and your way of doing business are ethically connected. So those one-on-one meetings, staying connected between the meetings is so important. Okay, third thing that you need to do, listen deeply. You have to hear the needs and desires of your group members. And you have this skill as a coach or a speaker and even consultants. Our job is to go in and hear what their needs are, what their problems are. This one gift that you have is amazingly valuable. It'll help you discern who and how to make the best connections to ensure the best fit, both in concept and people. So you'll know for sure, yes, this person matches with that person. There won't be any mistake because you have been able to listen deeply to what they're truly looking for. The fourth thing you need to do, you need to know and follow the keys to the 60-second connection conversation. And like I said, we don't call it an elevator pitch. This is a powerful conversation that you will learn, and I will teach you this in our next call together, how to truly make that connection conversation with each and every person. And 5, preparation and following up consistently and effectively. This is where most of us fail. It was my greatest downfall. If you don't follow up, then there's only a small percentage of success you can realize. I probably would have filled my business in 8 months with 30 clients rather than 18 months. Because I didn't follow up well, because I wasn't consistent in my follow-up, it took me that much longer. You can do it so much more quickly if you prepared before you go to a networking meeting, and if you follow up consistently and efficiently. It's what it's all about. Okay, I promised you I'd tell you today the potential results that you can expect with consistent networking. And oh, it's so fun. It's so much more than just getting clients. Now, one of the very definite possibilities is that you can end up with a full practice of paying clients. As I told you, I, through networking, got 30 paying clients in 18 months. And it was so many people that I couldn't handle them all. So I ended up raising my prices. And even that didn't change things much. So I stopped 2 of my networking groups and I stuck with only 1. So I saved all kinds of time that I had to actually work with clients and make more money and support more people. It was brilliant. Melinda, smarter than I, faster than I, God bless her, within the first 6 months of networking with a BNI group, she had 18 paying clients and a waiting list. I mean, folks, this could be you. Neither one of us are rocket scientists. What we do is we get out there, we get connected, and we support others as much as we can. Now, in Melinda's case, she also was a master at follow-up, and I'll teach you everything you have to do to be a master at follow-up. Okay, here's another thing that can happen to you. You can get booked for speaking engagements. I ended up with a speaking engagement at least 1 time a month that I didn't even seek out. And it's not easy to get speaking engagements more often than not. They came to me. These were people within my networking group said, oh, would you come and speak to our group? I've got this other organization that I belong to. And I've gotten lots of clients from my speaking engagements. 3, you might get asked to write a column in a local newspaper. I ended up writing a column in our local newspaper here in Virginia. One of my colleagues, again, was on the paper, and they were starting a new weekly column on job search and career topics. So I took on the responsibility. I was able to share the honor with 3 other coaches in my network because it was weekly, and I didn't want all of that work myself, actually. I mean, that's a lot of time to write a column every week. So I got 3 other coaches, and the 4 of us did it together. One week it would be me, the next Sally, the next Donna, the next Nancy. And oh my gosh, it was fabulous. I orchestrated everything. The folks at the paper were thrilled. And the funny part was we had our picture in the paper and we had a link to our website. The funny part was, and now I've stopped doing it for quite some time, but I can still periodically go to the grocery store and somebody will stop me and say, oh, Kate, I remember you used to write a column on such and such. And I'd be like, wow, that's cool. Well, thanks. And I don't have no clue who they are, but people know who I am from that. It's brilliant. And it's one of those fabulous possibilities of results that you can get with networking. Okay, here's another one. A story might be written about you in the newspaper. So a couple of years ago, somebody came up to me from one of the newspapers and said, hey, Kate, I've heard about you in the community and I understand you're a coach and I'm doing an article on coaching. Would you be willing? And I said, of course. So they talked all about me. They spotlighted me in that particular newspaper. And believe me, now our community is about 200,000, I think it is. But I'll tell you, a whole lot of people called me or emailed me and said, oh my gosh, Kate, saw your article in the newspaper. And I know that I got at least 2 clients from that write-up in the newspaper. I probably got more, but not everyone tells you where they heard about you. But I know specifically I got at least 2 clients from that. And it didn't take any of my time, and I never even had to look for it. It just happened because I was a good networker. Another thing that can happen, you might be asked to be on TV. I was a speaker, again, I got that through networking, at a national association, and the local television station called and asked if they could do a spot on it. And I was like, it's fine with me, ask the association. They were thrilled because it was great PR for them as well. And so TV cameras came and they did the filming, and I had to say I was a little nervous, but it was amazing. And again, all kinds of people. I think the spot on TV might have been 20 seconds. I don't know. But it made a difference. People saw it. People heard my name. And I got that not because I went and asked for it, but because it came to me through my networking. It was things that were given back to me. Okay, the thing that always happens is you will be seen as an expert in your field and someone that connects people. This is a value way beyond what it sounds like. I was called by lots of folks, and I still am, and many of them never become my clients, but I was asked to help them locate resources. And I did it with pleasure because to me, that ability that I have is a gift and I need to use it well. And because I use it, I get tremendous opportunity to support and help people. And I have to say, I get lots of warm fuzzies because when you're able to help so many people, I mean, it makes you feel great. Think about when somebody asks you to help them in something, don't you feel good? Yeah, I do too. So, well, maybe it is all about us. Maybe I lied. Maybe it's not about them. Maybe it's all about us because we get those great warm fuzzies. And you must believe me that any and all of these results can be yours if you are a consistent professional networker. It is not outrageous for these things to happen. Okay, because I'm a coach, we've got to have actions to take, right? So I really have enjoyed spending this time with you. I hope I was able to help you at least try on this paradigm shift in your head. Okay. So, one of the actions I want you to take is really exercising that new attitude around networking. Choose your attitude, CYA. If you walk into a networking group with an attitude of I hate it, then you will get hate back. If you walk in with, wow, this is interesting, I could really have fun here, I could really connect with some people here, then that will happen. So you know how it works. Choose that attitude, okay? And write it down. Write down the attitude that you want to have around networking, the one that you want to portray to others. It will make all the difference if you write it down. Okay, the next thing I want you to do is research networking groups in your area and find at least 2 to check out and find cool people to hang with. This is so important because when you find people that are like-minded, like-minded, it will make all the difference. You will look forward to working with these people. So let's talk about the last of this. Excuse me. The last thing I want you to do, the next thing I want you to do, is to listen to part 2 of this 3-part series. This is also packed with great stuff. In this one, you're going to learn some great things. You're going to learn a couple of specifics that will really make a difference in how you become a professional networker. First, you're going to learn the mistakes that people make that keep them hating networking. Second, I'm going to walk you through the 6 elements required to craft an effective and powerful connection conversation. This will be one of the biggest things you take away from this 3-part series. This will help you in so many different ways in your business and in your life as a business owner. You will know what to say in 30 seconds, in 60 seconds, in 10 minutes. You will have everything you need to craft that powerful connection conversation in our next get together. So I really hope that you'll join me in part 2. Well, folks, this has been a true pleasure. And when we get together in our next session in part 2, I will make sure that you can easily create that powerful connection conversation. We'll walk through the process. I'll give you all of the steps. It is not rocket science. You each can do your own. And when you have that, you will be so amazed at how confident you will feel when you walk into those networking groups and begin to meet people and connect people. So thank you so much for being with me today. Melinda and I have been on a revolutionary business building quest for 11 years now, and we want you to be part of it. We believe that a big part of our gifts are to help other small business owners, entrepreneurs, coaches, speakers, authors, trainers, all of you folks to step up and truly bring your gifts to the world. And we believe you should be handsomely paid for it. Networking is one way that you can begin to build that business, and you then join the business building quest. Thank you for being with me today, and I look forward to serving you on part 2.